Alright, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to another one of my videos, and today I'm reacting to a before they were famous video, and this video is top 5 craziest events of 2022. A lot of stuff went down 2022. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Tory and Megan should be on that list as far as the craziest things that happened. But yeah, we're just gonna get started watching this video, and yeah, just like, subscribe, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff, and let's get it.
Now, there were plenty of crazy moments in Hollywood and over in the world of social media this year, and wow, we've got a lot to get through. Now, off the top of my head, there's Mr. Beast surpassing PewDiePie in subscribers. There was the return of Brendan Fraser. Do you remember Heidi Klum dressing up as a worm for Halloween? Then Rihanna, she went and had a baby. There was Julia Fox hooking up with Kanye West. There was Ben Affleck back with J-Lo and off of the Jamesons. There was Pete Davidson dating everybody. Then there was every school teacher on earth basically quitting her job to work on OnlyFans. There was Elon Musk taking over Twitter. There was the Try Guys cheating scandal. There was Harry Styles spitting on Chris Pine. Billie Eilish deepfakes. Tom Brady splitting from Giselle and half of Hollywood. Well, they're getting exposed for crypto scams. And I ain't talking about Logan Paul drama. Yeah, a lot went down. Now, that's just a short recap of some of the Hollywood headlines from this year, but actually none of those made it to my top 5 list. Yeah. So for my full recap, well, you're gonna have to stay tuned to this video. And we also had a huge number of celebrity deaths, which I'm gonna cover in a follow-up video titled 2022 in Memoriam. Now, a few names on there include Bob Saget, Takeoff, of course. There was the Queen, Aaron Carter, and more. Now, that stuff's a little more glum, so let's get on with the show and talk about the biggest moments of 2022. Also, be sure to let me know who you think is...
One thing you guys probably didn't know about me, but one of my goals in life, it is a dream to get my video by dude. He be doing like before they were famous. Like, you know, he'll do before they were famous, Kodak Black, like any rapper, celebrity. My dream is to get it before they were famous Chris, just like that. I ain't gonna lie, I would definitely react to that video because it's me.
Is the biggest star of the year in the comments down below. Based on our analytics, well, it's Ice Spice, quickly followed by Glorilla. But yeah, love to hear what you guys think. I'll see you guys after the intro. If we have one for this. Do we even have one? I don't know. First off, in the number 5 spot, well, we gotta go with Will Smith's slap. What a way to kick off the year.
And
the award seasons, they've been getting, well, historically low ratings year after year. And then the best male actor recipient, Will Smith, well, he takes the stage and delivers a slap heard all over the world. Now, for years, there were protests to make the Oscars more black. And then, well, Black Lives Matters happened. And, well, this is what we got. It turned the whole thing into an episode of Jerry, Jerry, Jerry. Am I right? And the virality of the incident, well, it was immediate, and those who caught it on television, well, they couldn't believe what they had just saw. Now, others, they couldn't even believe that this had actually happened, like it was staged. Now, there was speculation that Chris Rock, he was wearing a face guard. Others were questioning if this was just a publicity stunt to, you know, boost ratings. Now, the memes on top of all this, well, they were the stuff of legend. And just to recap on what caused all this, well, Chris Rock, he made a jab at Jada Pinkett Smith and her alopecia, which is a balding head condition.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. But I don't like Jada. And the reason why I don't like Jada is because that whole entanglement thing, all you girls talking about city girls up, if it was any husband, there was a Hollywood husband came out talking about he had an entanglement with somebody, y'all would not have that same energy. Y'all would have been back to, oh, niggas ain't, oh, da-da-da-da-da-da. Y'all would have been all in our head and stuff like that. But when she came out with that entanglement, everybody was talking about something. It's not cheating, it's just an entanglement. Or she didn't feel love properly. Like, shut your ass up.
Now, Will, well, he didn't like what he heard, and they've been having a tough couple years, you know, with the whole August Alsina expose where she got it on with him, and now we found out that August is bi, so people are questioning if Will got it on with him as well. I'm sure things were just a little tense. He didn't want to be mentioned, but hey, you don't go and physically assault a man over it, right? In the fallout, well, Will has since been banned from the Oscars, and well, he's having a hard time promoting his latest film, which just came out like the other week, and no one's talking about it. Now, meanwhile, Chris Rock, well, I don't know too much about him. I know he wasn't happy. It did come out that he was like suffering from a porn addiction in the years prior. But that's a whole other story. So let's move on to our next moment from this past year. Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. Now, if this is a news story that was outside of your interests, then, well, you might not be a part of the majority. I'm telling you, this was the court case of the year. And with all the graphic, intimate details people pray to hear about someone as super famous as Johnny Depp. Amber Heard, not so much. In fact, I watched one of her movies not long ago. It was awful. Not that it was all her fault, but the movie, it's like, was set up to be amazing, and it was brutal. I wish I remember what it was called. Anyway, listen, this story was everywhere. It had everything everyone was interested in. In fact, someone pooed in a bed, you know? How can you not look at that? Now, we got 6 weeks of live stream testimony and media mayhem. Now, Depp, he sued Heard for $50 million over her 2018 Washington Post op-ed detailing her experiences as a domestic violence survivor. Now, as this thing played out, they called other stars to the witness stand. This included James Franco, Paul Bettany, Ellen Barkin, and Kate Moss. Plus, there were like cleaning ladies and one dude who was vaping in his car. The whole thing was very entertaining. Now, they went into some serious details about Johnny Depp losing a finger. There was also a vodka bottle being placed where, well, let's just say it shouldn't have been, and feces from Amber, or at least from her dog. Yeah. Now, in the end, well, Johnny Depp, he walked away victorious, awarded $15 million in damages, and, well, his Hollywood career was restored. Now, Amber Heard, meanwhile, well, she's last been seen shopping at Target. All right, for our next one, well, we're going to take a break from Hollywood and focus in on social media, and the rising king of 2022, well, it's none other than Andrew Tate. I'm actually going to throw in his brother Tristan as well, because me and him, we be talking in the DMs. He's a bro. He's also the better looking of the two, you know what I mean? Not that Andrew isn't the leader, he is. But Tristan, my God. I want to dress like him. I want to look like him. I want to feel like him. What? Do I have a crush? I'm married. Now, coming into 2021, well, Andrew Tate, he had already had a few brushes with fame, including stunts on Big Brother and as a kickboxer. But after a few years of growing some extremely lucrative online businesses, including Hustlers University.
And one thing I could say real quick is, you know how like you're a celebrity and then they, you know, give you that blackball Hollywood treatment and now no one don't like you no more? To be honest with you, I think he got more popular because of being blackballed like that. With them trying to cancel him, I think that brought his career to a whole different level. God damn, I hear my dress getting in my eye. But nah, I like Andrew Tate. I maybe not agree with maybe 100% stuff he be saying, but I really think, you know, about a good 80%, you know what I'm saying, is, you know, smart, you know. He be trying to, you know, tell people stuff.
Which is, of course, also having a few women working on cam out in like Romania. Yeah, the dude was printing money. And he was also primed to cross over into the world of social media celebrity. And the takeover, well, it was unlike anything we've seen in a number of years. From around May until his cancellation at the end of August, well, one couldn't log online without being flooded with Andrew Tate content. And, well, the popularity, it parlayed into his multiple businesses, which made him even richer. Now, if you're curious what his courses are, well, Hustlers University, essentially, it turns beta males into 21st century alphas. Get rich, get powerful, get ladies, be proud of yourself, learn to fight, and take over the world. Which is like, I guess what men are supposed to do, right? They want us all working at Starbucks, I guess. No along for the ride was his brother Tristan. Oh my God, I'm blushing. And the two, they took over Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and more. Before the powers that be, well, they decided enough was enough. Now, under the guise of calling Andrew misogynistic and even going as far as labeling him as like a digital pimp, well, the boys, they got canceled. The guy got silenced all over social media, and he even saw his bank accounts frozen. Then there was some beef with other social media stars like Logan Paul and talks of upcoming fights, which kept him in relevance, but for the most part, well, the rise was as abrupt as his cancellation. Fast forwarding the clock to the end of the year, well, Andrew and Tristan, they seem to be enjoying the perks of their success. I mean, if you follow them on Instagram, they're hanging out with the likes of Dan Bilzerian, and I heard they're making more bank than ever from their online school. In the time since, they've shifted their content to the free speech platform known as Rumble, and well, they've solidified themselves as part of social media history. Now, lots of similarities to our top story, which is about Kanye West. But before we get there, we got to talk about one more court case. I'm talking about Tory Lanez versus Megan Thee Stallion. All right, a little insider information here. Now, when this story first broke back in like 2020, well, people on Tory Lanez's team actually reached out to me, and they were begging and pleading for me not to drag his name on social media. They were like, the man is innocent, and eventually the truth will come to light. I didn't take that story too seriously because I'm like, man, things aren't looking good. People are saying that he shot her and screamed, dance. How am I not going to talk about that? Fast forward the clock to a couple of years later, and just last week, well, the court case has been more entertaining than most Hollywood movies. Now, Megan's friend Kelsey, she appears to have been one that actually fired a weapon herself. And Tory, well, he nearly beat out Odell Beckham Jr. on hitting it off with Kylie in a pool that night, which caused this whole fiasco. There's a lot to wrap your head around with this case here, but we also found out that Tory Lanez, well, he had been hooking up with all the females involved. We're talking Megan Thee Stallion, also Kelsey, and these two girls started fighting because of that. And then he went after Kylie, and that's when Megan got pissed, jealous, angry, drunk, and the whole fiasco played out. We also learned that Megan Thee Stallion, she loves men, been hooking up with a bunch herself, but she also loves booze, and she can't handle it. She wanted all the male attention for herself. Now, Mo from Lawyer from Workers, he's been covering this case better than anyone. And at the time of this recording, well, a verdict has not yet been released. But so far, things are looking really good for Tory and really bad for Megan the Snitch. Bruh. All right, let's wrap this up with the final spot.
Oh, he
we got
must
Kanye West and the year in which he lost his wife, his career, his legacy, and any hope of ever making a comeback. I think that's for sure. Now, this year, it felt like West, he had finally dug himself a hole too deep to ever climb out of. And it all started first with some aggressive social media harassment of both his ex-wife Kim Kardashian and her PR rebound Pete Davidson, to then rocking merch which read White Lives Matter. Then he got dropped by Balenciaga. Then he went full-on anti-Semitic. And from what I know, well, Skeet, he isn't even Jewish. So there's deeper roots to all this. Now, I always get a little weird talking about this stuff because I just don't want to get canceled myself. But I'm just reporting the news and the timeline of the events, okay? So here we go. Now, his first major misstep was when he made a series of anti-Semitic remarks, including accusing Jews of a Holocaust against Black Americans. Now, if you think he would have stopped there, well, no. He continued and he doubled down. Now, he stated that he was going to go DEFCON 3 on an entire race, which led to his Twitter account being suspended. He would soon after return with a tweet that read Shalom, but then he'd mess that up and get canceled again. Now, with these remarks being out there and everyone saying, what the hell is this man up to? Well, all of a sudden, all his partnerships, they began to fall through. We're talking very lucrative deals with the likes of Adidas, major sporting teams, and then he ended up showing up at the office of Skechers, and they called the cops to get rid of him. They're like, he's uninvited. What the hell is he doing here? Then he continued with these anti-Semitic remarks while visiting podcasts like Drink Champs, then InfoWars with Alex Jones. How y'all feel about Kanye? And on there, he was wearing a mask. And anyone who's watched that, it's crazy to see Alex Jones being the voice of reason in a room. Like, seriously, he was talking about his love of Hitler, saying things you just don't even say as a human, right? As mentioned, he would find himself suspended once again on Twitter. He'd also get banned on the app Clubhouse. And, he'd even lose his shot at an interview with Twitch streamer Aiden Ross. And, I feel like I could get an interview with that kid, and he couldn't. That's not a good look. Now, just this morning, I saw some headlines that Kanye is stating that he's autistic. He's also been releasing some new music that no one seems to know about because, there's no one left to work with. In fact, his best friend Pusha T, he got a new job. He don't even work at Good Music anymore. So what will 2023 hold in store for Kanye West? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm guessing he's done on this planet. He might need to build a ship and go live on the moon. But now that he's crossed Elon Musk not once but twice, he might have a hard time finding a ship to take him there. I'm serious. I really don't know where he could go from here. It's actually scary. You know what I mean? We could see the end. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.
Imagine if Kanye went to a whole new planet.
Hollywood drama, some news headlines, some gossip. But it's been a crazy year, a very tough year for most. It's been tough for us here at Before They're Famous because the industry is really bottlenecking. And it's just, it's a crazy place. The internet is not the wild, wild west. It's very much mega media corporations taking over. But little guys like
say
me,
one
we
bad
keep
thing,
on
they
trucking. And hey, we had
tryna
some
cut you
phenomenal
off.
breakthroughs on TikTok. We also had some really good success on Snapchat and more. Anyway, I'll see you guys in another video. Happy New Year. Happy whatever. Bye.
See, damn, my ear hurt wearing these headphones. But nah, Family Guy said it best. Stewie was like, it's 2022. Up is down and down is up. And that's pretty much true because anything that was normal, you know what I'm saying? If you try to say that's normal now, they're going to cancel you because why are you trying to live by the old standards? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's a whole different topic to get into, but I feel like that freedom of speech thing is dead because there ain't no freedom of speech. You can say there's freedom of speech, but if you say the wrong thing to offend somebody, they're gonna label you this. You're gonna get posted. Now they're trying to cancel you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's a whole different topic for a whole different day. But anyway, that was pretty much it for this video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video, and go ahead and like the video up and comment the video and comment what you think your craziest moment of 22 is in your opinion. And all right, I'm out.